Hi there. Welcome to class. I'm Miss Faust. Welcome. Please make sure you have your paper out, the one with the notes on the comma, the period, and yes, the semicolon. We will talk about the colon today. Okay, C-O-L-O-N. And this is what the colon looks like. 2 periods. Okay? All right. Remember the semicolon was 1 period and then a comma underneath? This time, 2 periods. 1 at the top and 1 at the bottom. Okay? Are you ready? You have your notes out. You're ready to write? Pen, pencil. Good job. Okay. So, our rule is this. When we use the colon, we have a rule that has to do with a list. Okay, it could be a list of ice cream flavors. Okay, it could be a list of clothing items such as jeans and shirts. It could be a list of different flower types such as the rose, okay, the daisy, okay. So we have a list. Now, remember the comma? You would need to have the comma. And if you wanted to do a list, you would need to have several items, correct? So we could say, I, okay, enjoy, okay, reading, comma, okay, cooking, comma, and singing. Okay, so with the comma, you need to have 3 items. Okay, 3 things. But with the list and the colon, okay, you don't. The list is a little bit different. If you have 2 items, that's fine. It's a list and you don't use the comma. If you have more than 2 items, you would use the comma. Okay? So, when we do the list, quite often we use the following or as follows. Those 2 phrases. So when you see someone write the following, I need the following students. No, that the colon comes next. Colon. Cindy and Jesse. Okay? So these 2 phrases, the following, as follows, will have the colon. Does that make sense? So when you have the list rule, quite often you'll be using the following or as follows in your sentence. So let's look at an example. Okay, right over here. Follow me. Here we are. Make sure you're getting all this down. Okay. Kelly needs the following books: Moby Dick and The Grapes of Wrath. Okay? All right. So that's our sentence. That does not have the correct punctuation. It does not have the colon, does it? Okay? But we noticed something, didn't we? Right here. The following. So that tells us a colon will be coming up. Okay, so let's go down to here, to this version, to this example of this. Okay, Kelly needs the following books. So we have to phrase the following, correct? Books, a specific item. So your reader will know that he or she will get titles of books. It could be the following clothing articles. The person would know, aha, you're going to mention different kinds of clothing, such as jeans. Or the reader might learn that art supplies, perhaps scissors, colored pencils. So try to make sure that you use a specific item, because that will help the reader, such as Miss Faust, know that books are coming up. Okay? So keep this in mind. Kelly needs the following books. Colon. Here's your colon. And here are the titles. Moby Dick and the Grapes of Wrath. It's a list. 2 items. No comma. If there were 3 titles, you would have Moby Dick, comma, the Grapes of Wrath, comma, and the Scarlet Letter. Okay? You would have that comma rule, so to speak. Okay? Does that make sense? And the same goes for as follows. Okay? The same way. So those are 2 phrases that tell the reader or the listener, the reader, listener, okay, a colon is coming up. Let me make sure I've got everything. Okay. Does that make sense? Do you have any questions? No? No questions at all? So let's turn over to the assignment. I want you to write 2 sentences using the colon. Keep in mind the rule. You're talking about a list. So you're going to be using the following or as follows. Okay? For instance, the recipe requires that you bake the cake as follows. Colon. And then you would add the steps to baking the cake. So many minutes, it is in this temperature, and so on, so on, and so on. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. I enjoy watching the following movies. Colon. Then the list of movies. Okay, now keep in mind here. Those are book titles. They are underlined. So keep in mind, book titles are underlined. Okay? So it says here 2 sentences. Here's your rule. A list. You've got to use the following or as follows. You can look at my example and try to set up yours similar in the same way if you like, or different. But remember, list, phrases. You've got to have a list, and you've got to use one of the 2 phrases. Okay, so you can look at this example. Key here is, give me the specific item, especially when you use the following. Any questions? If you do have any, if you think of any, please contact me. Okay, otherwise, this assignment, it is due today. Okay, it is due today. When you're done with it, send it immediately over to me today. Okay, and I do wish you a very good day. Colons are fun. Yes, they are. Till next time. Bye-bye.